Hello besties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time joining me, you must definitely welcome. My name is Prospect Bako, and yeah, so today, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share my videos, of course. So yeah, today I just wanted us to have a little chit chat in general because it's the last it's this close till the school closes. It's 1:45. So I wanted us to just talk about the things that I've learned as an educator and what advices do I have for first-time educators. And yeah, in general, let's be broad, let's chat, let's have a talk as men to men, women to women, Beyonce to Beyonce, Kesana, Pitbull to Pitbull. All right, so guys, if you didn't know and it's the first time you're coming across my YouTube channel, my name is Prospect Bako, like I've said before, and I am an educator. This is my first time as a teacher, as an actual teacher. I did my degree at the University of Pretoria for 4 years, and I major in life sciences, mathematics, and natural sciences. So let's talk. Okay, as I was saying, so just to talk about how I started applying for this job. So it was last year after I have completed my practicals. I decided, you know what, let me just go out there and market myself. Let me just, not sure if you guys can see me very well, but yeah, let me go out there and market myself and advertise myself. So I started with my CV, and I think I did my CV online. So I'm not sure about the app. I just forgot the app that I used to use for my CVs. But otherwise, yes, I did my CV. And then after my CV, I started applying. I started applying by sending emails and yeah, sending my documents. But because last day I wasn't as much, I didn't have as much information as I do now. So what I used to do was I used to send emails to every school. I used to send emails, and then on top of that, the school that I was doing my practicals at, I met with this other lady. She was a teacher there, and then she told me to also join certain groups on Facebook and also on WhatsApp where they advertise vacancies for teachers. So I did that. I went to Facebook and I googled teachers websites, and then I said teachers pages, and then I went to teachers vacancies, and then I went to different different groups. And then different groups, obviously the people there, they will share posts, and then you just email, because most of the posts, they will require you to submit them by hand, and then I couldn't do that. Henceforth, I would only apply to those that were nearby or that are concerned in email. And then doing that, what you need in hand, you need your police clearance, you need your police clearance, which might take from the police station, it might take 6 months. It depends on the police station that you're at, that you're doing your police clearance there. And then another thing is, now I did my police clearance go Postnet, which took a day. So it can take a day, but the prices ranges. It can be for a day, it can be for an hour, it can be for, I think, a week if I'm not mistaken, and then they do for you. Luckily last time when I did my police clearance, there was a Postnet student sale, whereby there was a sale for, so I think I paid 180 because of the student sale, and I managed to do my my police clearance. And then from the police clearance, you also need your final year results. And then final year results, sometimes some posts, they require you to attach your resume. And yeah, I think you also need your ID, your certified ID copy for you to apply. And then you also need your SACE. Let me not forget to say, yeah, I almost forget. You also need your SACE. It can either be temporal or permanent, it's okay. And then yeah, okay, those are the documents that you need. me applying some things I didn't even have an idea if I needed them, such as your police clearance. I did not. I think mine had expired by the time I started applying, because I think it takes 6 months to expire, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think it takes 6 months. So mine had already expired when I started applying, but nonetheless I decided to apply using it, because I think some schools that are lazy to check the expiring date. Sorry for that. Some schools are lazy to check the expiring date. So I did apply while I was a fourth year during this time or around this time, because some schools they release the application forms, and I mean they release vacancies around to this time of the year. So you apply and they might respond to you next year. Such as the school that I work at now, I got it last year around to this time. I was texted by somebody on Facebook that there's a certain school where he stays around, and he said they want a teacher who has maths and life sciences. And I was like, oh, good shot, let me just apply. And I sent my documents to the principal, and then the principal did the rest. So yeah, but my advice is start applying, regardless of whether you don't have this document or you only have this number of documents. You don't, just apply. The lucky Tarina, they are not the same. Some people, now I applied for every job available. I applied for your SGP post, I applied for substitute, I applied for temporal, I applied for permanent. All four I applied. I didn't choose, because otherwise unemployment is very hard, and it's a serious conversation that people need to have, especially educators, young educators, because some of us, we go to varsity we do teaching for certain reasons. Some it's because we love it, some it's because as there's a notion about it, it's easy for educators to get a job. Employment rate is very high, of which at this time and rate, it's really hard as a teacher to be employed. It's really hard. Teachers are struggling out there, as in like they are unemployed. They teaching nowadays, it's no longer the same as in the olden days. People are looking for jobs and people are so much unemployed. So I would advise you to start applying now, regardless of what post it is. As much as you don't want it, as much as it might seem like they're taking advantage of you, as in like maybe the remuneration is not as you thought it was. It's not as you think you deserve. I'm not saying allow anyone to take advantage of you, but just start applying. Apply. I'm definitely sure you might work for 3 months, for an example, and then something better comes, because it's better to work as a substitute or to work as a temporal than to be unemployed. So, or to work on an SGP post than to be unemployed, because some people, they say they wouldn't work for an SGP post because SGP, you're not paid as much as you deserve to be. But otherwise, guys, it's better for me to get a 3,000 rand than to get nothing. I'm not sure if maybe I'm not looking at it as maybe when you are from far, but otherwise, guys, there's some people who have 10 years of experience and still not employed. They've graduated 10 years ago and still today they are not permanently employed. So if you're looking for a permanent job, it's difficult. I don't want to lie. It's really, really difficult. But anyways, yeah. So mind you, one thing that you need to note is yes, you might qualify for maths, you might qualify for life science, you might qualify for, but when a school is in demand of a person, they sometimes hire any person. Not like any person, but they just look at the requirements that you have. For an example, I have physics, maths, and natural sciences, but maybe they are looking for a technology educator. I don't want to lie to you, they might employ me. because they are in demand of that teacher. I'm not saying apply for it, but even for high school, if now I qualify for a high school, but there's a primary school that's looking for a maths teacher, I'll apply there. Why? Because yes, maths it's still the same, but if they're in demand, they will take me. So what I'm trying to say is, do not limit yourself to the subjects that you only qualify for. If you want to up your chances of you being employed, so don't hesitate to apply. Even go primary if you are a high school, if you qualify for high school. I'm not quite sure about those who qualify for primary if they can apply for high school, but if you qualify for high school, please do apply for primary also, so that you can better your chances of getting employed, other than no, I'm not going to primary because I qualify for high school. Sisi or booty, you will be unemployed for the rest of the year, and you won't love that, because unemployment at this rate, it's really, really hard. I don't want to lie to you. There's nothing painful. Like, I experienced this because when I gave the principal my details, I didn't know who I'm sending my details to, but I was like, you know what, God, you know you have plans for me. You know anything about my life. Every plan that you have about my life, you know it. And I take this upon you. You do the will. So I just sent my details to a stranger, hoping for good results. And then come January, because she said, no, okay, it's fine, I'll reply to you in January. Come January, there was no text or anything, and I was like, you know what, I have to text this person. And I texted her, and then she said, oh no, I did send your things, but now you don't have we need a police clearance. That time I didn't have a police clearance because mine expired long time ago. And she was like, I need it now because I have to submit tomorrow. They need the police clearance tomorrow morning. And I was like, yo, I went to a nearby postnet with my aunt. Yo, I'll never forget that day, because my aunt used her last 600 rand, because they said 600 rand for a 1 hour police clearance. 600 rand. She took her last 600 rand and she paid for me. Oh, even when I think of that day, like, I'm like, if it wasn't for her, then I wouldn't be here. Because after paying, I did send the police clearance, and then she said she got it, and then I used to go why am I stuttering? I used to go second, and then I waited for a whole month for me to get my appointment letter. And it depends on the district, I think, no matter the second, I think, because some circuits, like in Mpumalanga, I think they do allow you to work while you're still waiting for your acceptance letter or your professional letter. Otherwise, my principal was like, you know what, you have to wait, because you cannot come from all the way from Mpumalanga to Limpopo only for you to not get your acceptance letter and then have to go home, work for free and then have to go home. Rather wait until we get your appointment letter and then you can come. And I was like, yo, mind you, a whole month, when you tell them, or no, the principal said I should wait, obviously they won't believe you. No matter, felt like guys, you lose that thing, man. I wonder when you're used to the fact that you go to school and then now you have to finish a whole month at home, and they're looking at you every day. It's so tiring, it's so depressing, it's so self-esteem, how, and your confidence, and you being yourself in general, because you know you are done with school. What's next for you? Everyone. So yeah, I and then I sent my details, and then after a month, I remember, I think it was on the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, of February, I got a call from my principal, and then she was like, yeah, tomorrow morning you are needed, you have to tomorrow. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, pack your things and come. It was, I think, around 8 in the morning. She was like, pack your things and come here. Suppose tomorrow, so until sign it's a miracle. And I felt like, guys, it feels like, okay, it's a relief, but you don't know whether you should be thankful, whether you should be worried, because you don't even know where you're going. Like, it's a new province. You've never been there. You don't even know the city, kapa the plaza, because in Tema Plaza, you don't even, like, guys. But then I was like, you know what? Let me just go there. Now I think the most thing it kept me going was the fact that I knew like God was with me. God had my back, has my back. Let me just say has my, because from home I asked my sister and my uncle to accompany me, and then they drove all the way from Mpumalanga to here. And then when I got here, I had to sleep at my principal place because I didn't have any place to sleep koyona. And then she was so kind to let me sleep go harbor, and then I slept there. And then the following day I had to work, and I started working. Imagine how introduced to your learners. You look at your learners, you look at yourself, and you're like, like, what's happening? But then I did it, and here I am. So yeah, anyways, I hope you did enjoy the video. I also wanted to talk about my experience, but I feel like, okay, let me just talk about, so yeah, introducing me to my learners, and then I also became a class teacher. Me becoming a class teacher, it was nerve-wracking because the responsibilities, you're supposed to take care of your learners, you're supposed to make sure that everyone eats, it's a lot. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this challenge. And man, I had the best learners ever. Like, my learners, sharp, man, I don't wanna lie to you, so disciplined learners. And then I was teaching grade 11 life sciences, 2 grade 11 classes. I was teaching grade 10 1 class life sciences. I was teaching grade 12 mathematics, and I was teaching grade 9 natural sciences. So yeah, as for my grade 12, like, I'm so thankful for those learners. As much as some you know what, but I am grateful for those learners, and I don't know how to thank them for allowing me to be their teacher, and for allowing me for trusting me. Like, when with your learners, especially your grade 12s, but those learners believed in me. As much as we didn't, sometimes we had disagreements, but those learners believed in me. And that's one thing I'm proud of myself. Like, I did it, guys. I can't wait for next year. As much as I'm nervous, yes, but for next year results, I can't wait, because what a journey. Like, the Saturdays, the Sundays, the holidays. Guys, I used to come on holiday. I would wash my laundry, got it Sundays afternoon. Go to school, got it Saturdays. Even during work, holidays, sometimes I wouldn't go home, kill busy with my kids. Like, guys, thank you, my grade 12s, for believing in me and for allowing me to teach you. That's an experience I will never trade. I don't know, with anything. I don't wanna lie. And then my grade 11s, at some point I got bullied by my grade 11s, so they would say a couple of things on some sad things, if I may say it, like some sad things about me on social media, and then they will make fun of the way I dress, or things like that. And maybe my next video will be about how I was bullied by my learners, because I think that would be an interesting story. But otherwise, to wrap up this video, guys, I had the best year ever. I got to be selected as a coordinator, but the subject subject called natural sciences. I had to represent the whole circuit. I had to set a question paper for grade 9 and natural sciences, and they wrote that paper. Like, guys, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself, and I can't wait for next year. I can't wait I can't wait to see what God has for me in store. And I can't wait for my YouTube channel to grow. Woo! Because why not? And thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me. I hope the information that I gave you will be helpful. Please start applying if you haven't started. Don't choose it when I want this, I want. Apply. Anyways, I do love you so much. Mwah, bye.